Hey guys, we are back with another song by Bad Meets Evil. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Echo. Do you know it?
I don't know. Again, I have no idea.
So there's a chick. It's featuring Liz Rodriguez sings the chorus.
Oh no, I know Melanie Rodriguez. I don't know Liz Rodriguez.
Yeah. So this is the last song on the album.
Oh, we're done.
Yeah, this is it. So it's funny. I always forget about this song, but it's like really, really good. It's pretty simple. There's only one verse each, but it's like very like it's produced like a almost like an anthemic song.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like what would you compare it to?
Um, I guess it's like kind of in the same vein as like Lighters.
Okay.
Yeah, except with a chick singing on the chorus.
So like poppy-ish.
I mean it's still like rap for sure, but you'll see what I'm talking about with the beat and the chorus.
But like would it be on the radio?
I
And like
guess it
not
could
on
have
like Hot
been.
97 or Power 105, like on
I
like
don't know about.
Z100.
Eh, I mean maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't, but
No, because I
maybe.
don't think I know it. I don't recognize it, the title.
Yeah, I think you'll probably recognize it when you hear it.
Okay,
Yeah, so we'll do what we always do and listen and break down the lyrics.
sounds good. And oh, I thought this was backwards, and I was like, wait, that's the front. Okay. So this video is sponsored by Carnivore Snacks. Carnivore Snacks is one of the best meat snacks in the world and my absolute favorite meat snack and one of my favorite snacks in general. These are the lamb shoulder. They're brand new. They came out with a bunch of new things. They have a Wagyu line, these lamb shoulders. They have bison sliders. I'll show you what the lamb shoulder looks like. Oh no, he's breaking. He's breaking. Okay. So that's what he looks like. See all that fat and that marbling? Literally delicious.
Looks like bacon.
It does. Yeah, a little bit. It's like really good. It's like a bacon, but if it were a potato chip, but also made of lamb, if that makes sense to you. It's like absolutely delicious, perfectly salted. It's not too salty, not too unsalted, and regeneratively raised, grass fed. 2 ingredients. This is lamb shoulder and Redmond real salt. That's it. It's Joe Rogan's favorite snack, as posted on their website, and he promotes this as well and always eats it, loves it, and he knows his meats, and I know my meats, believe it or not. So I promise you these are absolutely delicious, and you should really try them if you never have. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith for 15% off your order, and the link is in the description below. Sorry, I'm pregnant and trying to catch my breath. We are also sponsored by SeatGeek, which is a great website to get tickets, whether they're tickets for comedians, concerts, sporting events, like literally anything you can think of, they have it. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith for $20 off your first purchase, and the link is in the description below. And here are just some things going on in New York right now. But if you click the link, it'll populate with where you're from, or you can just input where you're from and see all of the cool things going on in your area. And follow us on social media channels if you would like to. Jerry Seinfeld, Kevin Hart, Amy Schumer. Who else?
And Ronnie Chang.
That's an
I
interesting
know.
group of
So
people.
it's funny. I could see that the all three except Seinfeld. Like that's not weird to me, but
Yeah.
Seinfeld being with them is very odd.
Yeah, because the other ones, like Seinfeld's clean. The other ones are definitely much dirtier than he is.
Yes. So again, this is Echo. This is track number 11 off of Hell the Sequel by Bad Meets Evil. I believe this is actually considered a bonus track. Like I don't think this is on the deluxe version of the album. Like this wasn't.
Interesting.
And I think it's because it got leaked.
Okay.
So, all right, here we go. Echo.
I know this song.
Hear 'em calling, 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 calling. I eat rappers with the rhyme, consume 'em. The only fucking thing that you consume is time. I'm superhuman, my world is like a Rubik's Cube. It's too complex, girl, you assuming Cupid's looming. My mentality's caveman, stupid woman. My life is Truman Show. All I have is music, oh, I stopped chasing every chick under the sun many moons ago. So pretend my dick is a balloon and blow. But you better put a fork in it if you think I'ma lay here just spooning, yo. Oh, you think you the shit cause I just said you was beautiful? Diabolical to my last molecule, down to my last half molecule and cuticle. Rotten to the core, to the bone, cold, all the way down to my soul, from my head to my toe. Ever since I was 13, I learned how to sew and sew shut my own booty hole. Cause I ain't took no shit since I looked down at my nuts and saw my first pubic grow. I told these stupid hoes when I come back, I'ma set this bitch on fire. And this time I don't mean I'ma pour gasoline on some chicken later. Cause this time when I fuck this world, I'ma put the whole goddamn dick inside her. I ain't even put my tip in that hole yet. I'ma go get nickel and try to rip it wider.
Okay. We'll pause it there.
Yeah, so I do know this song.
Yeah, I had a feeling you would.
It's good. I see
Yeah.
what you're talking about with like anthemic, like definitely has that vibe.
Yeah,
I could see it on the radio with words bleeped out.
the production's really good. She's very good on the chorus. I particularly like the part. I don't know if it's a bridge or it's a like when after she does her chorus and then right before Eminem does his verse, like the beat changes and Eminem's like talking. I love the way like what the beat does there.
Also, I always thought that was Pink.
Really,
Yeah.
it's funny. I
It
mean,
sounds like her.
she works with him a lot, so
Yeah.
it's not crazy to think that. Okay, so it starts off with Liz Rodriguez. She has the hook, chorus, whatever you want to call it. All around the world, there's an echo as he takes a bow, and they all know, all the girls, the boys, they chase the noise through the highs and through the lows. They will follow the echo, 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 echo. So, I mean, this is pretty straightforward. So I'm guessing the echo is all like the fans and stuff cheering. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. That makes sense.
Or like the chatter, like yeah, I'm assuming it's everybody cheering. It's like the same, Again, it does invoke like an arena act, like anthemic, and you hear the echo from the
Or it's
crowd.
the echo from Eminem.
Yeah, I know.
Something.
I don't know exactly. I guess you could base on what it says in the chorus. It's not clear to me if it's the echo of the crowd, if it's just the echo of what they're saying, which it could be like they're at such giant venues that you could hear what they're saying echo, but
Yeah.
their words are like resounding and reverberating through everywhere. So yeah, as he takes a bow, all the girls, the boys, they chase the noise through the highs and through the lows. So yeah, his career, you know what I mean? But it says they will follow the echo. So the boys and girls are following the echo.
So I'm assuming it's
His
Eminem's
lyrics,
echo.
yeah. And then it repeats, they will follow the echo, the echo, the echo. All right. And then Eminem says, just going to read it from here, his little pre-verse thing. He says, it seems like no matter what I do, I just can't get away from them. Then it says, get away from what? The voices. I hear them calling, 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 calling me.
Okay.
So then it's like, okay. So now Eminem's saying he can't get away from the voices. So is that what's echoing? Do you know what I mean?
Or it's the people following his echoes, so following him.
Yeah, so there's an interesting thing we'll discuss in this verse right here. So
Okay.
he comes in, Eminem, his first only verse of the song. I eat rappers with the rhyme, consume them. The only fucking thing that you consume is time. I'm superhuman. My world is like a Rubik's Cube. It's too complex, girl. You assuming Cupid's lumen. My mentality's caveman, stupid woman. It doesn't say as, it just says my mentality apostrophe S. My mentality's caveman, stupid woman. My life is Truman Show. All I have is music, ho. I stopped chasing every chick under the sun many moons ago, so pretend my dick is a balloon and blow.
Okay.
So it starts off standard, like his like showing off his rap skills. He eats rappers, right? He consumes them. And then he's saying to his opponents, the only thing you consume is time, right? So I eat rappers, you don't, right?
Yeah.
Like you're a waste of time. He's superhuman. His world's in a Rubik's Cube. It's too complex for people to understand. And I like the way he does the you assume and Cupid's lumen. It was like very cool how he delivered those lines.
Yeah, rhymes well.
So he's saying to a girl, he's like, my world's a Rubik's Cube, right? first off, I'm superhuman. I'm like a genius. I'm like immortal, and my world is so complex.
It's
And to
complicated.
this girl, you wouldn't understand it. You're assuming Cupid's looming, meaning you think we're gonna fall in love, but I have the mentality of a caveman. You're a stupid woman. I don't give, you know what I mean? It's not happening. Then he says, "My life is Truman Show. All I have is music." Ho. Okay, so interesting. I think I read it recently. It might even be on Genius that the Truman Show, when Eminem called his album The Eminem Show, it was based on the concept of the Truman Show.
I hate that
And
movie.
he felt like, the whole world was watching him like in the Truman Show, which, at that point, he was like the biggest artist in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all eyes were on him. So he's continuing to explain to this girl that everybody's eyes are on me, right? I'm not trying to settle down. I have music, that this is my life. I have no time for you. I like the clever thing he does here. I stopped chasing every chick under the sun many moons ago.
That's a good line.
So yeah, sun, moon, it's cool.
Yeah.
And then so just pretend my dick is a balloon and blow. So we're not gonna have a relationship. We could just hook up, have sex, whatever. Then he continues, but you better put a fork in it if you think I'm gonna lay here just spooning, yo.
Which is a good line too.
Oh, you think you the shit because I just said you was beautiful. Yeah. So
So you put a fork in something that's done. So like you
Yes.
better stop.
with the idea that we're gonna be more than just hooking up
Exactly.
and then spooning, obviously. Yeah, cuddling. And then he's, oh, you think you're the shit because I just said you was beautiful. It's funny. Then he said, diabolical to my last molecule, down to my last hair follicle and cuticle, rotten to the core. It doesn't say to the bunghole. It says rotten to the core to the bone. So he does talk about his butthole coming up, but he says rotten to the core to the bone, all the way down to my soul.
But they put the soul as if it means his foot.
I know. Rotten to the core to the bone, cold all the way down to my soul, from my head to my toe. Ever since I was 13, and I learned how to sew and sewed shut my whole own booty hole, because I ain't take no shit since I looked down at my nuts and saw my first pubic grow. So he's continuing the scheme of the girl that they're just going to hook up. They're not going to be anything. And he's saying that he's diabolical, right? So I think he means that in the sense with her and like with rap, you know what I mean? Every molecule of his being. And he's rotten to the core, to the bone. So that's it's funny because he does keep talking about his butthole. So it makes sense why they thought that. But it's funny because he says, so like rotten to the core is an expression and like rotten to the bone is an expression, but he says rotten to the core to the bone, which is like, it's like reiterating it, which is funny.
Mhm.
All the way down to his soul. So his soul is rotten. He's bad, right? All that. And then, yeah, he says that he learned how to sew. Ever since he learned how to sew when he was 13, he sewed shut his own asshole because he never took shit ever since he hit puberty.
Yes, that's a good line.
Clever. Yeah. He said, I told these stupid hoes when I come back, I'm going to set this bitch on fire. And this time, I don't mean I'm going to pour gasoline on some chick and light her. Because this time, when I fuck this world, I'm going to put my whole goddamn dick inside her. I ain't even put my tip in that hoe yet. I'm going to go get, it's not tip and try to rip it wider. I think he says Nina, right? I'm going to try to get nickel and try to rip it wider. So yeah, it's funny. He says, I'm going to set this bitch on fire. So he actually does mean metaphorically. But when he says, and this time, I don't mean I'm going to pour gasoline on a chicken, light her, meaning like in the past.
This time.
Yeah, like in the past. That is what he meant by, setting this bitch on fire. And then, yeah, he's going to fuck the whole world, put his whole dick in it. He's like, I ain't even started yet. And I'm going to get Nickel. So Royce is going to help him fuck the world. All right. So there's only one verse left. So there's 3 minutes in the song, but we're just going to play it out because there's nothing else to
Yeah,
break down.
it's fine.
All right, here we go.
Classical poems, battle my own demons. I need a glass of Patron, bad as I need a horn. Stabbing my clavicle bone, I'm at it or prone. First time I seen a desert eagle, I was letting the fofo bust, the fofo pop. First time you seen when you was eating Cocoa Puffs, looking at Robocop. I am not a man, I'm a logo, I'm a such thing. In order to clean my veins, you need saline. I'm never referring to the solution, I'm talking about more like the Mustang. Vroom, get respect from the get-go, step to the echo. Pen got a mind of its own, gotta write my rhymes with a timer, otherwise I'll probably vibe out to a 9-minute song. As the echo follows the Maserati, as it petrol swallows, I'm 1,000 bodies away from a skeleton. Check your Bible, inside it, it'll say this guy's an elephant. I'm fly like I'm killing this scene like I'm a villain with wings. I sleep when I'm 6 feet deep right now, I'm living a dream. Though it may be reckless, the ladies check us, they whisper, shady records. Baby, echo!
Such a long
I
outro.
know.
It is technically the outro of the album too, you know. So
Right.
okay, so this is a fucking shit show. The
Yeah.
lyrics, so the lyrics are very fucked up. But besides that, this is another one of those Royce songs where I'm like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I have no idea, so you're gonna have to take this one.
So so the lyrics are wrong on the screen, but even the right lyrics, I have trouble understanding some of them. So this will be fun. All right. So Royce has that pre-verse thing too after the chorus. He says, "Shh, did you hear that? Somebody just said something. Is anybody there?" And then you hear Eminem does the same thing again. I can hear him calling. Okay. So Royce comes in. He says, classical poems, so not poems,
Classical poems.
poems, battle my own demons. I need a glass of Patron. Bad as I need a horn stabbing my clavicle bone. I'm matador prone. Um, First time I seen a desert eagle, I was letting the 4-4 bust, the 4-4 pop. The first time you seen one, you was eating Cocoa Puffs, looking at RoboCop. Okay. So this is pretty straightforward. He's saying classical poems. So I guess, he's referring to like his raps,
Yeah.
right? He says he battles his own demons, which I think he does through his poems, he's kind of implying, right? And then I need a glass of Patron, bad as I need a horn stabbing my clavicle bone.
So you don't need it.
Yeah, so as we discussed, it was confusing early on in the album because I looked up his sober date and it wasn't until 2013, but at this point in later songs he's talking about being sober, so what I guessed was he must have been sober when they recorded this album, but relapsed at some point and then got sober for sure like 2 years later, you know what I mean? So yeah, he obviously doesn't need a horn stabbing his clavicle bone, so he doesn't need Patron.
No.
And then he says, I'm matador prone. So it's a clever weaving in the horn stabbing his clavicle bone, like a matador who.
Thinking medical, and I'm like, so he's laying on his back?
So he's prone to being a matador. So the guys that fight the bulls or, they have those curtains and shit like getting away. So he is saying that he's prone to being a matador, meaning he can dodge the horns that ultimately stick him in his clavicle bone. So it also implies that he, can not drink anymore. You know what I mean? He can fight that off. You confused or something?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I'm dumb. Being prone is when you're face down. My bad.
You know, he was saying he's matador. He's prone to being matador
No, I
prone.
know, but then I said, "Oh, isn't that when you're laying down?" Like, no, it's when you're laying face down.
So
Like,
it's down.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then he says that the first time he ever saw a desert eagle, he was letting the 4.4 bust and the 4.4 pop. So he was already shooting 44s, which 44, I'm trying to imagine. I don't even know what the 44 caliber, I don't even know what that is. Like what gun that is. Whatever. He's saying he was already shooting guns by the time he saw a desert eagle, and he's saying that you, the first time you saw one, you were a kid eating Cocoa Puffs watching RoboCop. So the first time you saw a desert eagle was in RoboCop. Meanwhile, the first time he saw it was in real life when he was already shooting other guns, right?
Which is like interesting because it's like, well, technically the other person
So at
is more
first,
familiar with them than
yeah. But so Royce is more
I don't
familiar
know.
in real life, he's implying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he continues, I am not a man, I'm a logo. I'm such a thing. I'm a such thing.
I'm such a
I'm such a
thing.
thing. I'm a such thing.
It's like what?
Yeah. In order to clean my veins, you need saline. I'm never referring to the solution. I'm talking about more like the Mustang. Vroom. Get respect from the get go. Hello. Step to the echo, echo, echo. Okay. So this is interesting. So he's not a man, he's a logo. And then he says, I'm a such thing. So I guess he is, again, when he says I'm a such thing, he's referring back to being a logo. He's reiterating it that he's not a man, he's a logo. So he's more than a man, you know what I mean? He represents like a whole whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like if you're a logo, you represent
He's
like a
like a
company.
business
Exactly. Yeah. And then
man.
in order to clean his veins, you need saline. So this is a very clever thing he does. So obviously, saline can be used to go into your veins. But then he says he's not referring to saline solution. He's referring to the saline Mustang, which is actually a sick car. So it's a little clever there. So it's interesting though. But if he gets a saline Mustang, his veins are clean then.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is stuff I'm.
Well, did he shoot up?
No, I think he's just an
Okay, then I
alcoholic.
don't know.
Yeah. And then, yeah, he said room. He does the car. He gets respect from the get go. And then he said hello. Step to the
Because I
echo.
would argue if you can afford one, then you're most likely not shooting up any drugs.
Yeah, that's
So your
true.
veins would be clean.
Yeah, it would make
Yeah.
sense. Okay, he continues. Pen got a mind of its own. Got to write my rhymes with a timer. Otherwise, I'll probably vibe out to a 9 minute song. As the echo follows the Maserati, as the petrol swallows, I'm 1,000 bodies away from a skeleton. Check your Bible inside it. It'll say this guy's an elephant. I'm fly like I'm killing the scene like I'm a villain with wings. I'll sleep when I'm 6 feet deep. Right now, I'm living a dream. So that's where it leaves off. Okay. So the pen got a mind of its own. So this part's cool. Pen got a mind of its own. Got to write my rhymes with a timer, otherwise I'll vibe out to a 9 minute song. So he's saying when he starts writing, it just goes right. He's not even
Yeah.
conscious of it, and he has to stop himself because otherwise he'd be writing 9 minute songs, that's pretty cool. Because I know there's like great like Immortal Technique and like Joe Budden back in the day. They're like awesome rappers, but they make like 9 minute songs, and it's like nobody has time for this shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But obviously he's bragging about that he can do it. Okay, then as the Echo follows the Maserati, as the petrol swallows. So the Echo is following him. So it's interesting to figure out what the Echo means here, right? So he's in a Maserati, the petrol swallowing, so the Maserati's eating up the gas, right? This is a part where I'm confused. He says, I'm 1,000 bodies away from a skeleton. Check your Bible inside it, it'll say this guy's an elephant.
I don't get that.
I don't get so I'm 1,000 bodies away from a skeleton. I don't know what that means.
Like, he has 1,000 more people to kill before he dies?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Let me know. This I'm actually very confused about this. What he's referring to. And then he says, check your Bible inside it. It'll say this guy's an elephant. So I don't know what the reference to that is. I don't know if there's an elephant reference in the Bible.
Is that
And
really what he's saying?
that's what the lyrics say here and on the screen. A lyric genius says that. And I did hear that. That is what he said. So I don't know if there's a specific Bible story that references an elephant and that's what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like the only thing I think of with elephants is like Alexander the Great. You know what I mean? That he would ride them into battle. But that's not in the Bible. You know what I mean?
No.
And then, yeah, he says, I'm fly, like I'm killing the scene, like I'm a villain with wings. So that part I get, right? He's fly. And then the metaphor or simile, again, we can never hold this straight. I can never
Similes
hold
is
it.
like her ass.
Yes. And then he says, killing the scene like a villain with wings.
Simile.
So he's fly, literally a villain with wings. So he's flying, but he's also smooth, cool, all that. And then I'll sleep when I'm 6 feet deep. So he'll go to sleep when he's dead. Otherwise, he keeps moving. Right now, I'm living a dream. So that's a pretty, that's a clever. He's gonna sleep when he's gonna sleep when he's 6 feet deep. But right now, he's living a dream. So he's alive and it's dreaming, yet he's not sleeping. So clever little thing he did there. And then he says, though we may be reckless, the ladies check us. They whisper, shady records, baby echo. So yeah, we might be reckless, but the ladies like us and they whisper shady records. And then he says, baby echo. So is that the echo? People shouting out shady records?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's different for each of them or if it's the specific thing. And then the song just continues with the chorus again and then fades out. And that is the song and that is the album.
Interesting.
Yes.
So it was very good. The song's very good. I can see how you say it's like anthemic. It definitely is.
Yeah.
I really like it. I would say it's probably one of the ones I like the more on the album.
Yeah, that makes sense to me that you would like it.
I think Eminem won because Royce's was a little too confusing for me to understand, honestly. I don't really know a lot of what he was saying.
Yeah, I had trouble with a few lines there too.
Yeah, but overall, really great.
Yeah, I agree. I think Eminem's verse was better.
Yeah.
But I love the way Royce ends his verse in the song. He's like, the ladies check us, they whisper, but it like rhymes, you know what I mean? And it's a baby echo. I do like that part of Royce's.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great song. Liz Rodriguez is really good.
Yeah.
The beat's incredible. I love the production part in between the chorus and when the verse starts for each of them. It's like this crazy build up and it's really cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, so we are done.
Yeah.
I guess our next video will be an album review for this. And then I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out what the fuck we want to do in terms of the Eminem songs. There's some D12 stuff. There's like the 8 Mile soundtrack. There's random freestyles and mixtapes. But yeah, we're done with Eminem albums, again, with the exception of D12. And there was a handful of bonus tracks from early on albums we didn't do. But let us know what you guys want, because I really don't have a preference at this point. I really wanted to do Bad Meets Evil.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know here and then also in our album review. And
Yes.
we will take it from there.
Sounds good. And definitely check out Carnivore Snacks, SeatGeek, like and subscribe. Follow us on social media channels, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.